Welcome to the Cupp Show. It's Thursday in New York City. What day is it where you are? We just took a 23-hour break, but we're back now and ready to launch into today's meaty topics. First, this. In Washington yesterday, New Jersey governor and conservative favorite Chris Christie gave a major policy speech at the American Enterprise Institute entitled, "It's Time to Do the Big Things." It's a gutsy speech title for a guy who is routinely mocked by the oh-so-sanctimonious and highbrow liberal press as being too fat to be president.
First of all, he can't win. Let's be honest.
What do you mean he can't win?
Okay, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to make people mad. He's fat.
No.
No. Look,
I know what you're saying.
You mean really fat?
No, he's not. He's fat for a politician. He doesn't have the body. Does not have the body type to win a national election.
Oh, Dr. Hill. Tisk, tisk. But if Christie is anything, it's gutsy. No one's come to learn that better than the New Jersey Teachers Union, with whom he hasn't exactly been cordial.
And you're not compensating me for my education, and you're not compensating me for my experience. That's
well, you know what? Then you don't have to do it. I mean, the simple fact of the matter is...
Teachers do it because they love it.
The simple fact of the matter is this.
Teachers do it because they love it.
Well, that's good.
Well, then, the only reason I do it.
Well, and listen, and teachers go into it knowing what the pay scale is. Teachers go into it knowing all that.
God, I love that. Just makes me feel good inside. So when he took the stage yesterday, we knew we were going to hear a mouthful from the state's first Republican governor in 8 years. He didn't disappoint, delivering a rousing speech on fiscal responsibility, hard decisions, American exceptionalism, and taking risks. Take a listen.
If you ask for the responsibility of leadership, then you got to deliver. And as I said in response to Michael's question, there's always some measure of risk in that. Always. But, you know, if you're here just to mark time, then leave. Leave. There's something else you can do.
And the speech wasn't without Christie's signature brand of humor, his quick one-liners and no-nonsense wit that have convinced many he has just the kind of temperament for the rough-and-tumble world of Jersey politics.
When we say we mean entitlement programs, we should be specific. And let me tell you, what is the truth? What's the truth that nobody's talking about? Here's the truth that nobody's talking about. You're going to have to raise the retirement age for Social Security. Oh, I just said it, and I'm still standing here. I did not vaporize into the carpeting, and I said it. We have to reform Medicare because it costs too much, and it is going to bankrupt us. Once again, lightning did not come through the windows and strike me dead.
See, I think that's really funny. But despite his reputation for being a bit of a bully, the kind of bully I think we need much more of, frankly, he made some fairly interesting overtures to the left yesterday, reminding us that he's also capable of being a measured and reasonable guy who is committed more to leadership than he is to partisanship.
Unlike some others, I'm not looking for the president to fail. I don't agree with his policies. Believe me, I don't agree with his policies. But I want our country to succeed, and we get one president at a time, everybody, and this is the one we have now, whether you voted for him or not. I defy you to look at the first 6 weeks of the Cuomo administration in Albany and discern much of a difference between what Governor Andrew Cuomo is saying and what Governor Chris Christie is saying on these big issues.
For me, it was Chris Christie at his best, pulling no punches and totally on message. As much as I'd love to see him run for president, I think his hesitations are valid. He's right to hang back a while. He was elected to lead New Jersey, and if he pulled out to run for president before the end of his first term, he'd be open to the same kind of attacks that Sarah Palin faced when she quit the governor's office, however unfair they were. Plus, I'd like to see Christie rack up a little more experience. He's doing a bang-up job in New Jersey, but I'm not sure he's prepared for the kinds of foreign policy issues we're going to have to confront in the next 4 years. If he says he doesn't feel ready, well, then he absolutely shouldn't run. The time will be right one day for his presidential bid, and I know he'll have many supporters when he finally does. So what did the opinion makers say about Christie's speech? Let's look at the scorecard. Politico says, in a word, he killed, adding that not only did he achieve what he wanted with a call to bipartisan budget cutting, pension reform, and educational improvements, but he again got to leave them wanting more by saying for the 100th time that he's not running in 2012. Chris Christie of the Washington Post wrote, Governor Chris Christie today delivered a broadside against the broken politics of Washington and the need for straight talk to solve the country's problems in a speech that will stoke talk of a 2012 presidential bid by the New Jersey Republican. One conservative who's not a Christie loyalist, however, Mark Levin, who posted the following note on his Facebook page in response to Ann Coulter's insistence that only Chris Christie can beat Barack Obama. He writes, does she support his positions on gun control, amnesty, the appointment of an Islamist to the bench, the green agenda, his campaigning for Mike Castle, MIA on healthcare litigation, and how does she think this would energize the base outside of New Jersey? Has the Tea Party, even in New Jersey, been pushing for his candidacy? No. Look, despite Levin's reservations, which aren't invalid, most of the media yesterday was in agreement that Christie gave a great speech and sure looked like he was running for president. As much as I consider myself a proud Team Christie member, wear the t-shirts, I'm happy to let him marinate just a little bit longer. All right, when we come back, I'll be joined by Kevin Williamson of National Review, author of The Politically Incorrect Guide to Socialism. Don't go anywhere.